Following an initial deployment of the National Guard to Washington, D.C. to address concerns about crime, President Donald Trump has indicated that he is considering similar deployments to other cities, specifically mentioning Chicago and Baltimore. This has led to a significant public and political debate, with many officials and residents in the targeted cities opposing the move. The situation began with a focus on Washington, D.C., where the president declared a crime emergency and deployed National Guard troops. This action was met with criticism from local officials and residents who argued that the city's violent crime rate was already at a multi-decade low and that the deployment was an overreach of federal power. As the D.C. deployment continued, with troops beginning to carry firearms, the president hinted at an expansion of the effort. Chicago has been a particular focus of the president's rhetoric. He has publicly described the city as a hellhole and a mess, and has claimed that its residents are screaming for us to come. This is despite Chicago city data showing a significant decline in violent crime in the first half of the year. In response, Chicago's mayor has stated that the city does not need a military occupation, and has vowed to take legal action to block any federal deployment. Illinois' governor has also accused the president of trying to manufacture a crisis for political gain. The president's threats have sparked strong reactions from state and local leaders in other cities as well. Maryland's governor, for example, has criticized the D.C. deployment and pushed back on the idea of a similar action in Baltimore. The president has also signed an executive order aimed at creating a standing National Guard quick reaction force for nationwide deployment to quell civil disturbances, a move that a retired major general called unneeded and also very dangerous, arguing that it would decrease military readiness and that the National Guard's primary mission is to respond to natural disasters and other emergencies, not civil disorder. The broader context of these events includes previous instances of federal and National Guard deployments, such as during the George Floyd protests in 2020. At that time, the Trump administration deployed federal law enforcement forces to various cities, including Portland, Oregon, and Washington, D.C., to address civil unrest, often over the objections of local officials. The current situation echoes these past events, with a renewed focus on the federal government's role in local law enforcement and a debate over the legality and appropriateness of deploying military forces against American citizens.